My favorite type of environmental activism comes with free potatoes. This is an invasive vine where I am. It's called Chinese yam, scientific name Dioscorea polystachya. This vine is very invasive where I am near the Great Smoky Mountains. It's become a real nuisance. But at this time of year, August, late summer, it pops out all along the vine. Already picked most of them off, but it pops out all along the vine with these tiny little tubers. This is how the plant spreads, and they're crunchy and delicious. When they're raw, they do have the crunch, and they do have a little bit of a mucilage kind of a back note to them. So if you like okra, you'll probably like this. I'm not a big fan of the slimy okra texture, so I do prefer these cooked. When you cook them, they're just like a chickpea or a potato. That starch takes over, and it's very mild, so they take on whatever flavor you put on them. They're fun and easy to harvest in abundance. I was able to fill a quart-sized jar off of one patch in just under 5 minutes, essentially. If you are able to dig up the main root on these things, I've heard tell that the main root is even better, but it does grow quite deep, and it gets quite large, like we're talking a 10-pound root on these things. So they're very difficult to get rid of. Just by picking off the aerial tubers, you will inhibit this plant's ability to spread. Now, the leaves are also edible, but frankly, they're not that good. So I pull off the leaves, and I'll pull up the whole plant as much as possible. Be as destructive as you can when it comes to invasive species. That's part of the fun, is being destructive for a good cause, and it makes room for the types of plants that actually should be growing in the area where the invaders come in. There is another similar plant that is invasive in Florida, and similar, it also has heart-shaped leaves, although the leaf shape is slightly different. It also has aerial tubers, although the tubers are a slightly different shape, and that plant is called Dioscorea bulbifera, so different than this one. It's important to look up the scientific names and actually check to make sure that you've got the right plant before you start eating it, because one of them is a sort of a deadly look-alike, even though they don't look that similar. But here's the cool thing about invasives. Harvest now, ask questions later. Take them home, then identify. If you've accidentally taken home a poison plant that is invasive, hey, good job. You cleaned up the environment, you made it better by preventing that plant from spreading more. You can just chuck that plant material, those tubers, into the garbage. If you got the edible kind, hey, then you can cook them and eat them, even better. Either way, just make sure that you take it home and take the time to properly identify your plant from reputable sources before chowing down. If you're interested in foraging for free food, free medicine, and a better future, might I suggest getting Eco-Punk Foraging, How to Use Wild Plants for Food, Medicine, and Crafts by Melanie Weird. That's me. It is available on Amazon. Fit check.